We often don't say often enough how well we've done, and thanks to the people who have been really successful and lead our sport. The drive to do the awards, I think, really came back to just a real desire to recognise the success that our athletes, coaches, volunteers have had across the year. The standard of swimming in New Zealand is improving. We're getting better and better results internationally. We're seeing a fantastic crop of new talent coming through. And I'm really pleased to see a group of our volunteers and officials moving into the international scene. It's fantastic to see that, and we're well represented, and we do very well in international circles. That's not to say we don't want to do better, and we're certainly trying to lift the game, and that will be, I guess, proof of the pudding is in the eating, and we'll see where we go with 2012 in London and beyond that. Tonight's about publicly recognising the success of our community. It's the peak achievements of our athletes, our coaches, our clubs, our officials, everybody that makes up the fabric of our sport. None of you achieve what you do in whatever role you have without vision, passion, pride, skill, and a fair amount of hard work and sacrifice.
Look, great to welcome you all here to Auckland tonight, and I want to in particular acknowledge you, Murray, as the chair of New Zealand Swimming. It's going to be a fabulous night here. We're celebrating excellence in swimming. I want to acknowledge State being the primary sponsor here tonight. It's a tough market internally and internationally in terms of the financial side, and for a corporate to continue to show strong support for a national sporting body, and particularly swimming, is a fabulous thing. So I want to acknowledge all the swimmers here. You are swimming in a pool of international sharks in terms of the competition. It's tough out there. But you're absolutely right, Mr. Macbeth. New Zealanders absolutely punch above their weight. So I want you to all join together tonight and giving yourselves a great big round of applause for being such awesome competitors in the international area of swimming.
The finalists in the Emerging National Swimmer of the Year: Sophia Batchelor, Aquagym; Natasha Lloyd, North Canterbury; Matthew Stanley, Matamata;
Okay, and the Emerging National Swimmer of the Year is Sophia Batchelor.
Well, I guess I really should thank my parents who have got up at insane hours of the morning to take me to training. My coach, Leanne Speechley, who has got up at equally insane hours and has really put in the hard yards to help me really get this and put me where I am today.
The finalists in the Emerging International Swimmer of the Year are Chloe Francis, North Shore; Matthew Stanley, Matamata;
And the Emerging International Swimmer of the Year, Matthew Stanley.
Yeah, I'd just like to say big thanks to my family, Mum and Dad, who have been here all week supporting me, and they mean a lot to me. So, and of course my coach, Swimming New Zealand, Arena, yeah, just everyone really. And let's have a great night tonight, eh? Let's get sorted.
This is the International Long Course Swimmer of the Year Award.
The winner of the International Long Course Swimmer of the Year is Glenn Snyders.
Pretty honoured to have this award. Thank you very much. like to say thank you to Swim New Zealand, Spark, and just thank you for a great trials that we've just had the past week, and congratulations to everybody who made the team and everybody who swam well.
Very good. The finalists in the National Long Course Swimmer of the Year are Sophia Batchelor, Aqua Gym; Gareth Keane, Capital; Hayley Palmer, North Shore;
And the National Long Course Swimmer of the Year is Hayley Palmer.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the year that I had last year. 2010 was great, and so to be recognised for that is a real honour, and it wouldn't have happened, of course, without the support of the team that we had.
The finalists in the National Short Course Swimmer of the Year are Sophia Batchelor, Aqua Gym; Nick Gillam, Tawa; Glenn Snyders, North Shore;
And the winner of the National Short Course Swimmer of the Year is Sophia Batchelor.
Leanne is amazing. Like, she pushed us through so much, and it's amazing what she's done. Thank you so much, Lee.
The winner of the Annette Culliman Cup for Open Water Swimmer of the Year is Cara Baker.
I feel that we've got a great opportunity in the future to develop the open water swimmers, and of course Cara's been leading the field for the last 2 years.
I'd just like to say thank you to my mum and dad. Obviously my mum has been a huge support to me, not giving up on me when I was sick. To Blue 70 for being my main sponsor. To Rushy, obviously putting out with me when I go to Worlds and everything. And last but not least, Dennis Cottrell for being my main coach and having to put up with me for 6 years now, and obviously to HBK for being a huge support when I come back here to New Zealand.
You might remember, if you were at the awards last year, we instigated a system of certificates for each and every New Zealand swimmer who had represented New Zealand swimming at Olympic Games, at World Championships and Commonwealth Games. And it was a wonderful night. And we're going to add some more tonight. Some newcomers who will receive their certificates for recent performances, but also some not so young who weren't here last year.
I might say that in 1947, New Year's Day, I was flown to Australia as guest of the New South Wales Women's Association, and I flew by flying boat, which is probably something most of you have never done, and you've missed something. But while I was there, I met their champion women swimmers who had just prior to the war competed in the Berlin Olympics. And I was absolutely, profoundly amazed, really, by the presence of these women. They had some aura or charisma about them, and they were very, very fine women. And I thought, if that's what going to the Olympics does to you, I'm going to have a jolly good shot at doing it. Right. So that was...
Don't give up your swimming. It sets you in for life. it's such a tough sport to be in that I think it does help you through life. So keep it up, you young ones. It's a great thing to do.
Can you recall how long you held the 100 metres freestyle record for?
I think it was about 21 or 22 years, I think it was.
Wonderful.
Compared with what the young people here are doing today, we were amateurs, complete amateurs. I mean, we swam mostly only in the summer at the Olympic pool in Auckland. And for those of us who are going to swim, say, in an international event in July, over the other side of the world, that meant training at the tepid baths. But in those days, the water was salt, chlorinated and heated. Well, there were no goggles that we could use for either training or even less in competition. What we were actually experiencing when we dived into that water was similar to tear gas. And I can tell you that after one lap of that pool, our eyes were absolutely burning like coals. That was the price we paid going to Cardiff in July.
3 great New Zealand swimmers.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
The finalists for the Swimmer of the Year with a Disability are Rebecca Dubber, North Shore; Sophie Pascoe, QE2;
The Swimmer of the Year with a Disability is Sophie Pascoe.
I'd like to congratulate Rebecca Dubber, finalist in this category. She's done extremely well over the past year. Second of all, thanks to obviously my family, friends, sponsors, and Parafit Canterbury, Spark, Swim Canterbury, and also like to say a special thank you to Swimming New Zealand, especially for the past 2 weeks. Scott and Jan taking me in for the High Performance Centre over the past 2 weeks. It's been a hard time for Christchurch swimmers, and it's been a pleasure to meet all of you guys and swim with you guys. So I say good luck to all of you World Champs. Thank you.
Since the quake, I and all the rest of us from Swimming Canterbury West Coast have been humbled by the support that we have received from you all. This support has been spontaneous and generous, unexpected but gratefully received. It has been given from the heart, without reservation.
The finalists in the Swimming Club of the Year are Capital Swim Club of Wellington, King's Swim Club, Auckland, North Canterbury Swim Club, Canterbury West Coast,
The Swimming Club of the Year, North Canterbury Swim Club.
The person who I'd like to particularly pull out or point out tonight is Bridget, our coach. Bridget's the one who stood up and really waved her arms and made sure that whatever Kaiapoi, North Canterbury, Rangiora could do to help the rest of our region after the earthquake, she made some noises that were really listened to. And, you know, for us that was just so important. We aren't a club, we aren't a region, you know, we're a country of swimmers, and it's particularly special that we can help everybody else. So thank you very much.
The finalists for Volunteer of the Year are Jeff Bryce, Wharanui; Am Edwards, Capital; Ross Gillespie, Dargaville; Marlene Morrison, Wharanui;
Jeff Seiben, Papatoetoe. Jeannie Seiben, Papatoetoe.
You look at an envelope and you think to yourself, it's all very straightforward. But here I have the joint winners of the Volunteer of the Year Award, and they are Marlene Morrison and Jeff Seiben.
I'm not really sure what to say. I'm a bit stuck for words for once, but we've got a fantastic group of volunteers in Canterbury, and this just seals it. You know, we're raring to go again, and we're looking forward to our new pool, which Ron tells us we'll get, and we look forward to having you back. But this just, thank you so much.
But at the end of the day, there's only one thing we want to do. Is make those bloody swimmers swim faster.
Thank you.
This is for the swimmers.
The finalists in the category Technical Official of the Year are Dave Beattie, Pukekohe. Leslie Huckins, Wharanui. Graham Seagull, Pororua City.
And the Technical Official of the Year for this year, it's great pleasure for me to announce, is Leslie Huckins. Congratulations, Leslie.
I'm honoured to receive it, and I have a lot of people to thank. I've got my club, Wharanui, my centre, West Coast Canterbury, for their support. I've got Swimming New Zealand and FINA that have given me the opportunities that I've had, overseas opportunities, and also the swimmers, because if it wasn't for your hard work, I wouldn't have a most enjoyable hobby. Thank you.
The finalists in the category Personality of the Year are Grace Francis, North Shore. Jeannie Seiben, Papatoetoe.
So the Personality of the Year is Jeannie Seiben.
Yes, I'm known as Nana to my swimming family out at counties. I can be in the shopping centre and I hear, Nanny, and it's one of the swimmers, and I always find time to talk to them.
Very good. Well done.
The finalists for Coach of the Year are Sam Caradis, Kings. Gary Hurring, Capital. Leanne Speechley, Aquagym.
And the Coach of the Year for 2011 is Gary Hurring. Well deserved.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Swimming New Zealand, State Insurance, Spark, New Zealand Academy of Sport, New Zealand Community Trust. Very honoured to receive this. It's lovely to see you all looking so good on this side of the pool deck or away from the pool deck. So just very, very honoured to receive this award. Thank you very much.
Now, a big moment for everyone here tonight, the naming of the New Zealand team for the 14th FINA World Championships. 15 swimmers. Ladies and gentlemen, a great bunch. Some very experienced swimmers, some medalists from the Commonwealth Games last year, but some new faces as well. So that's exciting for us every time a team is announced.
In the category Most Outstanding Individual Performance in an International Competition, there are 3 winners, and they are Daniel Bell, Gareth Keane, and Glenn Snyders.
I guess I'd just like to speak about the Canterbury earthquake and just say, you guys, we really do feel for you. And as Sophie Pascoe said earlier, she's been training with us for the last 2 weeks, and I think that I'd like to say, and I probably speak on behalf of the rest of the squad, it's our honour to have you joining us, not the other way around, and we're glad to help any way we can.
It therefore gives me great pleasure to award the 2010 New Zealand Masters Swimmer of the Year to my good friend Kirsten Cameron from Harbour Capital in Wellington.
The winner of the New Zealand Masters Swimmer of the Year award is Kirsten Cameron.
Well, I'm going to start by saying thank you to my parents as well, because even when you get to my age, they're still always there for me. Thank you also to my partner Mark, obviously, and my coach Cliff, and to everyone in my support network. And for all you guys out there, you can get faster as you get older.
The finalists in the Supreme Award, the State Insurance New Zealand Swimmer of the Year are Sophia Batchelor, Matthew Stanley, Glenn Snyders, Hayley Palmer, Tara Baker, Sophie Pascoe,
The State Insurance New Zealand Swimmer of the Year is Glenn Snyders.
Wow, wasn't really expecting this, so thank you. I'm very honoured to receive this. I'd like to thank Swimming New Zealand, Spark, State, the Academy of Sport. Just, thanks to my family who have supported me. They've, been great. They're always there for me. Same with all my other, my swimming family, my coach, Mark Regan, Thomas Anzorg. He's been a good, good friend to me over the past couple of months, and good mentor. So I'm just deeply honoured, and hopefully I can continue on, with this year in Shanghai, and make you guys proud. Thank you.
We look forward, though, of course, to another wonderful year of swimming, and that will begin with this great team that's been announced, and then the team going to the Youth Commonwealth Games and others throughout the next 12 months, looking forward to the London Olympic Games. There'll be plenty to celebrate, I'm sure, at next year's State Insurance National Swimming Award.
We're with you in the water. State, proud sponsors of Surf Lifesaving, Swimming New Zealand and the Ocean Swim Series.